stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recording of the roll, please.
All present except for Commissioner Corcoran and Commissioner Seymour will both have an excused absence.
Thank you. Item C, approval of the consent agenda.
A motion to approve the consent agenda.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Tower, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to approve the consent agenda. Roll call vote, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Item D, approval of the agenda.
I have one change, Madam Mayor. Item P should read capital asset management policy, not fixed asset policy. And we'll also request to add T1, discuss and consider awarding bid for city entrance sign located at the intersection of Air and McLeod.
Thank you.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Tower, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to approve the agenda as amended. All in favor? Yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Item E, citizens wishing to address the commission on items on the agenda. Mr. Martel?
Bill Martel, 420 West Francis Street, and I'm just concerned about that question about this new stuff that just got added. Is the signage down there on Lake, or McLeod and Air Street, is that going to come from insurance? Or is that person that hit that sign going to pay for that damage? Thank you.
Thank you. Could we briefly address that, Scott, since it came up?
Yes, we'll talk but it's single insurance, per person with the car, their insurance can then cover somebody who didn't have insurance. So this is single insurance policy.
Okay, so it will be covered under insurance, though.
Yes.
Thank you. Any other citizens wishing to address the commission on items on the agenda? No. Citizens wishing to address the commission on items not on the agenda? Mr. Grabovich?
Yeah, Caller Box 6, 1221 East Leonard. And a few weeks ago, Rutzela Construction, I want to say what Rutzela did, their guys busted their butts off with these projects. Those guys really, really worked hard and they did a real good job. But the grass, why am I still talking about this grass that doesn't grow? A few weeks ago, they put that garbage topsoil on again, and their garbage seed, and nothing's grown in our neighborhood. Nothing at all. I mean, it's more garbage. Russ Anderson got some topsoil from Howard AV, and 3 weeks he's cutting his grass. And it's already mid-September, and they're still talking about it, and nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. And as community development director, you should close that department down. You people are paying, Lake Superior, you pay people at Lake Superior State University, you're paying them about $18,000 a year to prove that we're in poverty. Our communities in poverty so you can get more grants. Our food pantries are busier than ever right now because people are hurting in this area. I mean, those houses up by the country club, a person cannot afford to build a new house in this community. I mean, they're paying $5,000 a year property taxes. I mean, that's $400 a month. Plus another $100 a month underwater. I mean, they're giving the city of Ironwood $500 a month just to open their doors in their house, and that's crazy, crazy. And take that money that you are going to save from closing this community development department and give that people back the money. Pay that 2 mills off early that the people voted on to fix these streets. Let's get some of this stuff off the millage. I mean, our tax slip that we get, everybody and their brother's on it. I mean, the taxes are extremely high. We're one of the highest communities in the Upper Peninsula with the millage. I mean, it's disgusting. We have to cut taxes. People can't afford it. And with the community development, all that guy does is what Scott Erickson does not want to do. what Scott Erickson can't do. Scott Erickson at $90,000 a year should be able to write those grants. You should be able to write those grants and follow up on it. You pay Scott Erickson good money. We do not need that. We do not need the community development. And Early, Bednar, Wakefield, they all got 4 to 5 people working in their offices, their city hall. Newbury, Michigan has 6. They have 6 working in their office, and they have their own power. So someone has to take care of the power. We have too many people working in this office. I mean, get some people early retirement, and don't hire anybody. I mean, we just can't afford it. Basically, and Commissioner Mildred, why don't we, I mean, you want to hire another 2 people up here with this community development. Why don't you hire 2 people at the Bukit County, 2 more people at Bukit County Transit? Can you afford it? Probably not. Mayor Burchell, can you hire 2 more people at your motel? Can you afford it? Probably not. Things are tough. Things are really tough around here. I mean, taxes are extremely high in this town. It's disgusting, and there's nothing in the near future that is going to give us a good tax base where people are going to come in here and make some money to do improvements on these houses. I mean, just drive around this town. Just drive around this town and look at these people's houses. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Any other citizens wishing to address the commission on items not on the agenda? Mr. Martell?
Bill Martell, 420 West Francis Street, and I have concerns if we finally get a bill for the creosote cleanup for the old gas plant down there. That was talked about, I think, in the last 2 months. Next question is, are we ever going to get the crack sealing done on Air Street and Van Busker that was already passed? I know we had a rain problem back in July. I want to know the status on that. And third, in your information package, vote for 22, 23, and 24, $54,000 for Snow Country Enterprises. I want to know if this was resolved and being payable to Snow Country Enterprises. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other citizens wishing to address the commission on items not on the agenda? Moving on to new business. Item G, discuss and consider resolution number 016-020 governing the 2016 Comprehensive Deer Management Program.
Thank you. Again, this would be potentially 11 years to deer hunt. And it started some years ago. And we worked with area pole hunters. We help the city manage the deer within the city limits of the city of Ironwood. So we had the deer herd in the city, and they couldn't make much larger than the adjacent areas. And they did an excellent job helping us with that, keeping the deer numbers down. As we go overall, the deer numbers are down across the way that the Iron County, just in general, pretty significantly. And we work with the DNR on their deer hunt program and help us establish it. And we have talked about regarding your deer hunting, should we continue it, should we, with the deer numbers down? And discussions we've had with them is it's still recommended that we have a deer hunt. And the numbers can be discussed or whether you want to pursue that or not, it's up to the commission. We've been recommended because, again, within the city limits, we have the highest population of deer in the area. Within the city limits, they are protected. And we are recommending that number at a but to keep the number at a national level so that we don't have predators in town that they go after the food source. So that is our recommendation of doing some deer hunters here to maintain the program for a number of years. We have got the resolution in front of you for discussion. The difference is this year from past years, again, this is changes to the DNR, is that they no longer allow the DMAP, that's the permits that we get through the DNR, DMAP permits, to be used on private property. So that's used on public lands. So we're just talking about parcel land that the city owns, and maybe 5 parcels that are already parcels of the town. The parcels that the city owns that have over years. Again, this is up for discussion with the city commission, see what you like like to do, see if like any changes, and have that discussion, see if we're rolling for this year.
Change that one in red.
Yes. So you've struck all private property language out of here. And there's two typos. Right. It's up to us if we want to allow in private.
If you have a license, they cannot get DMAT.
That would be, it'd be different than the deer management out there. The deer management, you could, certain number of permits, so that we are, for management operation. And again, it can't be applied to private property, so. Two separate discussions, and now private property, law, does not be a whole separate discussion for what we're talking about here. In the past, it was not allowed, it was just opened up, to extend, we do have permanent hunting opportunities, but again, it's been removed, as part of the process, or part of the permitting process. So it doesn't mean you can't discuss it as a separate topic, if you want to allow hunting in the same limits, but historically, that has not been the case.
And then DNR also has lowered our amounts, because we started with 100 permits at one time. We went down to 50, or 75 to 50, and now we're down to 20.
All the use our personal takes on the city property then?
Yeah, so we discussed that in our
There's two typos I see in here. One is a maximum of 50, and it says 20 DMA permits, so we gotta fix that.
numbers that please.
Under I. So it's 20, and then under T, it says a maximum of 25 or 20 active permits. That's gonna be 20 as well?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have to fix that. Other than that, I don't have any issues with it.
Could you explain the item R, the reason for separating into 3 seasons?
We did that because at one time we had several hunters, and we only allowed so many hunters in certain areas, 4 per 40 acres or whatever. So that's why we divided into seasons. If I were to get more participants, then we would have to divide it into seasons, and we'd have to pick which one we were going to participate in. We haven't had to do that, except for the first year.
First few years, we had more hunters than we had spots for the time.
Right. Well, the first few years were thousands of deer in.
Right.
And now, we don't know what the number of deer are. We don't know what the number of deer are, but I know, where I live, by closer to Mount Zion, there's 2 does and 4 fawns, I think, and I did have a herd, that went back and forth. So the number of people that are going to be applying, what was it last year?
I had 15 participants last year.
15, okay, and this year it could be smaller. It's just like the hunting camps. There were thousands of people that bought thousands of acres and hunted out of thousands of camps, and a lot of people aren't hunting.
And for the record, what was Parks and Rec, their recommendation on this?
Yeah, thank you. Park and Rec just reviewed it at the last meeting, and they recommended not to continue with deer hunt for this year.
Did they have reason behind that?
I guess I don't have the background and reasoning. I don't know if you've heard correctly. I think they just went deer hunter down. And also, I know in the Miners Park area, that's an area that's kind of evolved over time. We started this, so there wasn't a lot of park in that area, and now it's evolved and more. Those might be thoughts on the recommendation. But it's based on the number of deer there, it's the numbers around.
My only concern is Zone 4 in the Miners Park, and wondering, with the autumn season at the beginning of October as a compromise, wondering if we could allow either no hunting in that region or limiting it to the October 26th to November 14th window. That way, people who walk the park and stuff could enjoy the fall colors. That's just one compromise I'm considering it. just for Zone 4, allowing it October 26th through November 14. I'm wondering what you guys think about that.
I think last year we gave it up on November 15th. That gun season, we weren't allowed to drink.
Yeah. Okay.
So since we're asking, because this information hasn't been presented to us previously, so since we're asking and you're here, okay, so if you hunt in zones 1, 2, 3, and 5 without 4, does it make a difference to you personally?
Last year, I think 4 out of 5 years that were harvested, we're not at 4. There's an abundance in that central zone, and it's mainly because of food, people garden, where people like to feed a lot of apple trees in that area that keep the deer in that zone. And that's where the majority came from last year.
But a 3-week window would be fairly sufficient to hunt in there.
Yeah, to November 15th right now.
Right. Just for that zone is my, right.
I don't think that's really necessary.
You don't?
No, I think you have to trust the hunters, they're responsible. They've done this program for many years. There's no reason people can't walk through there. There's nothing saying that people can't walk through there at all.
They walk through, they don't even know we're there. They walk right by, they don't know we're there. It doesn't bother the deer, they don't bother them. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I haven't heard any really major issues from people, have you?
Oh, I just know a lot of people aren't comfortable walking when hunting season is open. And I know it's limited to no hunting from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., right, in the past?
Also, that running walking trail you just put in too, this changed a lot of things too. Running on the railroad grade.
Right.
Majority of people are using that.
Right.
They're not down here enough caves anymore.
Well, we just don't want to limit the choices people have for recreation, though. Sometimes people like to walk different paths just to mix it up.
All work together, part of the recreation too.
Right.
It's a lot easier to work together than it isn't.
Before you turn it into a park, there's a road down here, half west of Moorsides, that's what we call it, right? It's called the caves. Anybody that's my age grew up on Moorsides, around there, or the old stone mills, that's what we played growing up as kids. Before y'all decide turning it into a park. Those trails up there, actually, on the patches and old stuff. The initial trails came from us back in the 60s and 70s. You don't get down with it. It's what it is, we share it.
Any thoughts?
I'll make a motion to approve the comprehensive plan as presented with the typo changes.
Is there support? No support? Is there any other compromises or considerations?
I'll make a motion that we table this till our next meeting so we can clarify some of these things.
I'll support that.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to table item G until the next City Commission meeting on September 26, I believe. Any other discussion? Can we just vote on this? Or, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Good, so we'll address this at the next meeting, and we'll have a full commission too, so at least we anticipate, so. Thank you. Moving on to item H, discuss and consider authorizing the purchase of building materials for the construction of the Mount Zion viewing deck.
Thank you. We've been talking about this for the last few weeks. There's an effort, grassroots effort to do some improvements on the top of Mount Zion. So the viewing deck is one of those really reinforcing to see the support that comes out of the community for this type of efforts. And there are commitments, correct me if I'm wrong, there's something differently that goes up to about $15,000 in funding to help us to do that and other improvements with health. So the knowledge are there, we purchased the materials for the deck, and we are working with the high school, with their building trades group, to have construction. So it'd be a project that they would take on, the building trades group, to actually build the deck out there as part of their classroom experience. So a nice partnership with the school district, and Commission support improves this, that will buy materials, will coordinate the school on actual construction of the deck itself.
No public funds are being used, just the donations.
Donations, and we are asking right now, for $8,000, questions addressed, up to $8,000, for materials, and it's no public funds.
And we have 15,000 in donations. Do you have any plans for the remainder, or is it just?
The group up there is looking at different options, I think, type of improvements, and they're talking about different things. So I guess it's evolving as we speak. I guess it's a nice surprise to have. Those type of donations, but I think we'll be working on some of the improvements that group is working on the recommendations.
Yeah, all of the donations are to be allocated to the Mount Zion project in some sort or other. So it could be for signage and other amenities and improvements.
Kiosk informational signs.
Right.
Looking up on top, explain what you're seeing. I think we got a lot of creative ideas.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Is-
I'll
Make
make
the
a
motion to authorize the purchase of building materials for the construction of the Mount Zion viewing deck up to $8,000.
support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower, to authorize the purchase of building materials for the construction of the Mount Zion viewing deck up to $8,000. Any other discussion?
That was the number that was stated.
Correct.
Okay, so my question would be, because there are additional funds, so that means you will come back, but you're talking about purchasing these materials. So I know we have a number of good construction people, and the building itself is going to be constructed by the building trades. Is that still in negotiation, or is that?
They confirm that they have approval to do that through the high school.
And so the building trades instructor, along with the engineer that's drawn up the plans for this, will work on this together to ensure that it's done correctly.
Correct. We'll be actually working through basic township permitting process, making sure all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. It is out in the township actually. And the original design from Mr. Bushko design that he had offered, and they are scaling it back a little bit. The deck is getting smaller, and there's some things that we're looking at through floor zones. Some things that are skating, and they're working on that final design, I guess.
And the final design probably changed because Lupino in his blacktop did some extra work up there that made it more with the end of the blacktop going further out, so that a handicapped car could, for instance, maybe drive in there, or a person in a wheelchair could use a wheelchair there.
Right, it'll be handicap accessible.
It'll be handicapped accessible.
Cantilever over, they put in design, they have scaled the size of the deck back a little bit from what was discussed originally.
Any other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Tower.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Item I, discuss and consider scheduling a public hearing for Monday, September 26 at 5:25 PM to hear comment on a blight violation at 150 East Southland Street, parcel number 27-52-15-380-090.
Yes, the property here is actually 150 East Southland Avenue. It's the Southland that's north of the highway, in between Douglas and Lowell. In the past, we've had some issues in the past, and they've been cleaned up. We seem to have gotten a new owner in the property, and we've been going back and forth with him. At the end of May, he has vehicles, all the debris out front. He seems to be, wrapping tarps and things. But there, at times, up to 4 unlicensed vehicles there, and there's a motorhome back that has not moved for a while. Unlicensed. We have our notices being hand delivered by public safety, so we know he's received them. We haven't heard any response from him yet. So we have to set a public hearing for that.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to set the public hearing as described in item I.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Tower, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to schedule the public hearing as described in item I. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Jason. Item J, discuss and consider approving payment number 1, the final payment to PK Contracting in the amount of $25,959.90 for the 2016 pavement markings.
This is for the work that was completed earlier this summer, and it's the final payment, and our funds budgeted for this.
Motion to approve the final payment to PK Contracting in the amount of $25,959.90.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to approve the final payment to PK Contracting in the amount of $25,959.90. Any other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mildred.
Yes.
Tower.
Yes.
Birchall.
Yes. Item K, discuss and consider approving payment number 6 in the amount of $377,882.32 to Angelo Lupino, Inc. for the 2016 local street paving project.
This is a partial payment for the work that was completed. All the streets are paved that we have on the list for paving for this year. You'll see, the crew is out doing restoration, overdoing the edge of their pavers in the various areas that they did the paving. So we have worked very well, and we're doing the final. This is not a final, so we'll come back to the final later on. Once everything's done. But that's very interesting, and very, very well.
Motion to approve payment number 6 in the amount of $377,882.32 to Angelo Lupino Incorporated for the 2016 local street paving.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to approve payment number 6 in the amount of $377,882.32 to Angelo Lupino for the 2016 local street paving project. Further discussion? We'll call vote, please.
Mildred.
Yes.
Tower.
Yes.
Birchall.
Yes. Item L, discuss and consider approving payment number 2 to Miracle Midwest for the Depot Park Playground in the amount of $1,860.
Part of the improvement that was earlier this summer, the play structure that's down there. It was funded through a combination of an trust fund grant and some local in-kind effort that's been applied to us in the final payment for that. You can see in my earlier on that we are scheduling the ribbon cuttings for the 2 park projects that were completed this year or later. We are recommending approval.
Thank you.
Motion to approve payment number 2, the final payment to Miracle Midwest for the Depot Park Playground in the amount of $1,860.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to approve the final payment to Miracle Midwest for the Depot Park Playground in the amount of $1,860. Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Tower.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes.
Birchall.
Yes. Item M, discuss and consider approving payment number 6 to Green Bay Pipe and TV in the amount of $10,497.10 for the televising of sewer lines through the SAW grant.
And again, this is grant funded, so it's 100% grant funded. And this is the final payment that we had Green Bay Pipe and TV in town for the last 2 years. They basically cleaned all the sanitary sewer lines throughout town, and that's all televising. So huge effort that probably never done, probably the the city probably. So they did a great job, and the final team before that, they were very committed, and we were really we're fortunate to have grant money to help us out.
Is the final payment?
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't we go closer? I'm hoping they got some more to finish up for the next couple of weeks.
So we're going to be coming for you.
Okay.
A motion to approve payment as described in item M.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Tower, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to approve the payment as described in item M. Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mildren?
Yes.
Sauer?
Yes.
Churchill?
Yes. Item N, consider approval of rural development pay package in the amount of $19,336.04 for the City of Ironwood Phase 3 Utility Project Water portion, and authorize mayor to sign all applicable documents.
They do again, so for phase 3, and payments are to reimburse Michigan Department of Transportation for the third phase that was constructed for this previous summer. Quite question about with Snow Country, this is not applying Snow Country, I think embedded in the documents, the DOT is paying Snow Country some things that they don't have. But there's also an outstanding claim from Snow Country that DOT is going through the process, their process, to address that. It's been through one hearing or the other hearing on Lansing in the near future. And again, there are, as part of the city, portion of the project with our sewer part, where the issue is relative to the claim, there are dollars that we have in the budget if we have to pay some water. So far, in our process, it essentially concurred with the city's position on where these claims were held, and the DOT's position also.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the pay package as described in item N.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Tower, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to approve the pay package as described in item N. Further discussion? Roll call.
Oh, just that, yes, it's authorizing you to sign, yes.
Yes.
That's included.
Roll call vote, please.
Sauer?
Yes.
Mildren?
Yes.
Yes. Item O, consider approval of rural development pay package in the amount of $11,669.57 for the City of Ironwood Phase 3 Utility Project Sewer portion, and authorize the mayor to sign all applicable documents.
And this is a reimbursement to MDOT for the phase 3 project.
Okay.
I'll make that motion. Support. Rural development pay package of $11,669.57. The Phase 3 Utility Project Sewer portion, and authorize our mayor to sign the applicable documents.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to approve the rural development pay package in the amount of $11,669.57 for the city's Phase 3 Utility Project Sewer portion, and authorize the mayor to sign all applicable documents. Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mildren?
Yes.
Sauer?
Yes.
Yes. Item P, discuss and consider approving the capital asset management policy for the city.
Thank you. The purpose of this policy is twofold. To describe the policies and procedures utilized in the City of Ironwood Capital Asset Management System, and also to put in place guidelines for accounting for and appreciating the City of Ironwood capital assets. Primary goals are to ensure that the City of Ironwood's capital assets are well reported in conformance with generally accepted accounting principles, and establish a consistent and cost-effective method for accounting for the City of Ironwood's capital assets. We've been accounting for them in conformance with accounting principles now, but we don't have a set policy in place. So our auditors are recommending that we put a policy in place, and this policy was derived using a policy from the Michigan Government Finance Officers Association. So we're recommending that we adopt this policy.
Okay. Right. If I can find my file.
Number 2, authority. It should be the city commission instead of the city Ironwood Board of Commissioners. City commission.
according to our charter.
Responsibility for.
Yeah, it should be the Ironwood City Manager, because that's the title of that position according to the charter as well. Just little tiny syntax change, but to be consistent.
We can change it though.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the capital asset management plan for the city as presented with the corrections, and thank you all for working on that. Very nice.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to approve the capital asset management policy as presented with amendments for the city. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you, Paul. Item Q, discuss and consider awarding bid for 1,500 tons of winter sand to Globe Industries in the amount of $6.74 per ton.
Thank you. Every 3 years, we go out for bids for winter street sand, and for that, every year, we receive bids, we provide sand for the city, and we'll industries and small excavating, and we'll bid at $6.74 per ton. We do have the material tested, so if this is approved, we can go forward and test and make sure it's all specs. And as our branches specs for standards, so we should apply that.
Great.
I'll make a motion to approve the bid to Globe for winter sand as described in item Q.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Towers, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to award the bid for winter sand to Globe Industries, as described in item Q. Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Item R, discuss and consider awarding bid for 4,000 tons of 22A road gravel to Globe Industries in the amount of $6.745 per ton.
Thank you again. Similar to the road sand, every few years we have to replenish our stockpiles of road gravel. We can cover all town for various road repairs and heavy. We did receive, as you'll see, very competitive bids. We had 5 bidders, the road industry was a low bidder. And we can test their materials, any contracted materials, to make sure they meet specs. So we approve this, testing. Move forward with getting that in place.
Okay.
Make the motion to approve the bid of road gravel as described in item R. Globe Industries.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Towers, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to approve awarding the bid for road gravel to Globe Industries as described in item R. Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mildren?
Yes.
Tower?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, just that, I think we added, after P, we added, was there one?
Oh, it's item T.
Oh, a T, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. T is in Tom, not T
Yes.
is in Pat.
Correct.
Thank you.
Moving on to item S, discuss and consider authorizing application for a USDA patrol vehicle grant and authorize the mayor to sign all applicable documents.
Okay, this is working management plan. We're looking to purchase a squad car this year, and this is part of the process. The USDA patrol vehicle grant is a 40% grant that we have received in the past, and this is part of the pre-application process. Just submitting this one, so once it's approved, we'll come back for final approval for this grant. And we've done things grant numerous times.
Okay.
I'll make the motion that we go ahead and, as described in item S, the USDA patrol vehicle grant, and authorize the mayor to sign.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to authorize the application for a USDA patrol vehicle grant as described in item S and authorize the mayor to sign the documents. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item T1, discuss and consider awarding the bid for the city entrance sign located at the intersection of Ayer and McLeod.
Well, history of this sign, past the winter, this one was, removed from the over the intersection of the sign and shrubbery. So, we got it off, we went through the branding process, we want to incorporate, new brand into the sign itself. So, I mean, early, this is essentially what you can see as you come into the side of Ironwood. No brand, no logo, color scheme, and, you can see the structure that we built around that. So, we did go out and any bids for this. We had 6 different home vendors provide different options for this sign. We set some parameters around what it would look like, what we need to include. They were very creative. We had some really good proposals. We had a review team look at this. And this is a recommendation to go with this sign. It is covered through insurance. So insurance will cover the cost of replacing that sign. And there is some shrubbery that was taken out also that, aside from this, insurance will cover that too. I talked to Commissioner Miller a little bit. There are some other signs that we'll have to look back at for the rotary and glass sign that were out there on the old sign. So we'll have to figure out how best to integrate that into the replacement project here. But that is not part of this particular sign project. So we are recommending award for the sign to be installed and proceeds coming from insurance.
I'll make that motion, and that welcome sign to the west end of Ironwood looks beautiful. So, really nice.
Support. Support.
Motion by Commissioner Mildren, seconded by Commissioner Tower to award the bid for the city entrance sign located at the intersection of Ayer and McLeod on the western entrance into Ironwood. Further discussion? Roll call?
Tower?
Yes.
Mildred?
Yes.
Yes. Mayor's appointments. I offer the appointment of Dan Cowpey to serve as a member of the Gogebic County Council of Veterans Affairs Board to fill an unexpired term. And also Nancy Zach to fill the Downtown Ironwood Development Authority position, an unexpired term as well.
Make a motion to approve the mayor's appointments.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Tower, seconded by Commissioner Mildren to approve the mayor's appointments. Further discussion? Roll call, no. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Manager's report, please.
Question that came up, pretty common time, the question was gas and gas line. And reimbursement, potential reimbursement, the EPA. And I think that has been completed down there. The city has done it because things like that, but minor adjustment, the city is responsible for that site. So, Richard is in the EPA crew, and they're doing the green, the green, whatever, that thing. We still are going through the process, and we'll be going through the process of our financial obligations. That's going to hang over us for, the past 3 or 4 years as they've been going through this. So, again, the city is potentially responsible for the reimbursement for that. We've been working very well with the EPA, and hopefully that'll reflect in our financial obligation, but I expect over the next few months we'll be finalizing those documents and seeing what the city's financial obligations. So I don't have a number to report to you, but what's in the works, and we should know that number here shortly. Second question was on city crack sealing. As the commission has previously approved, we're working with the Building County Highway Department to do crack sealing around town. We have the equipment, and we're using some of our forces and some of their equipment to push out the projects. And with their increased workload, recently big floods and everything else, they have not been able to move forward with some of the maintenance projects that are out there. So I anticipate unless something changes this fall, that will be in the springtime working for that. So I guess our contracts are still in place, they're still good, and we, the county's still interested in working on this on that, it's just a timing issue right now. Their priority is to get the other road repaired that are damaged. And we only have all the costs. And they're all costs for the protection. So I guess that'll be pushing up in 2017, but I guess again, work that work done as soon as possible. A few other things, you may have seen some problem water in our part of town you're in. The city has flushed on the water system. Every spring and fall is the goal to have a flush. The last few years, there's been a flux because of all the work that's been going on. So they're on contract with this spring and fall flushing. They're going to town this week flushing the water system. It takes a sediment, not every well, there's sediment that's in the water and it comes out and it settles out the pipes. And they're flushed out so often to keep the pipes clean. Going on to the rest of the month, yeah. The notice started paper and information.
Radio stations, going water on midnight, in the morning.
Talk about the street, heating program that's been completed, commission of restoration on that project. Probably also did see the newspaper and sent some information to the commission. The Ironwood was against budgeted to receive a light demolition grant from Michigan for $240,000. That would be about another 12 properties, all the light cycle properties are in. So again, that project was very successful. We took 27 down here over the last year or so. Working staff, and again, with the county too, they work this through the county as their partner in this. They funded, the funds had to flow through them personally eligible for this. So we have a great partnership and finding people home or houses down here with properties.
What's the time frame on that grant?
It'll be next year.
Next year, okay.
We'll be working with property owners and asking line property owners on this. So we'll be working with them to identify which properties this will be. We've got a fall cleanup coming this Saturday. Again, down at the gas company. We've been doing this for a number of years. It's been a very successful add-on night again. We're bringing up drop-off today and all the other drop-off days on this Saturday from 8 to 11. People can bring more stuff down and we'll put it into the dumpsters and we're really famous way to do it. Some of the things that's not been hard to get rid of. So again, anybody that wants to volunteer to help unload, that's always a good workout. So come on down, we'll put it out operates and we'll get light material out of town. We're also working on with the Friends of Ironwood Trail, some volunteers. It's basically across the area between the county, to support the trail system. And they're helping to maintain it and do improvements to it. And also put some programming out there, looking at doing some rounds, some community run walks, that type of thing. So that group is going to be Thursday, September 22nd. Here at Memorial at 6 o'clock. That's open to the public. Everybody's invited that has interest in being a part of that. And again, they're going to plan for things that are coming up over the next year or so. They also plan some maintenance activities out there. And they've been very supportive in helping keep the trail cleaned up, picked up, and in good shape. And that group also will be extending that effort at the most part of Desmond. So you'll see this meeting probably off in Desmond probably every other time. As the trail is right now in construction, being paved. And it's best to have that support group behind us. They're also, Friends of the Trail, they are hosting a cleanup day. That's going to be Saturday, October 1st. It's basically the first all cleanup. First time we talk about more cleanup than all. We'll go through and nip some branches or people walk through the trail, clean up anything that needs to be cleaned up, get ready for the winter time. And they're also working with the U.S. Forest Service and the Cleveland Southern Water Conservation District. Invasive species eradication. Again, they order a lot of plants that aren't the most type of plants you want in your community. So working with these groups are going to help with the friends to work there and take out some of those plants that should be there. And also working to prep that site for some wildflowers. we'd like to remove this fall, essentially, we're encouraging South Street and that block, focus on that area. In the next spring, maybe coming up with some live fall plantings. So hopefully that'll, curve down the whole dress system, as opportunities come up. So again, public is invited to come out for that, to participate, and I'll hold that effort. We'll be a grill up afterwards, so we do show up and rock and when we're done. We do have 2 ribbon cuttings coming, 2 projects, park projects that were completed this summer. Curry Park electric upgrades, drainage project. We had an electrical service there, which was a large campers coming up, part of the DNR grant, and also Eagle Park, the playground structure, again, another DNR grant project. There'll be a ribbon cutting for both those projects on Wednesday, October 5th. We'll start at Curry Park at 11 o'clock, ribbon cutting there, and then move over to Eagle Park at 11:30. So again, public come out and celebrate those projects with us, and nice to see those improvements and the investment that's in the community. Speaking of investment, going down the US 2 corridor, again, a lot of improvements. It's nice when you see a project taking place, you see other improvements going on in the corridor, and a lot of businesses that just kind of taking advantage of that corridor, sprucing up their properties. And 2 of the main ones that you see or will be seen, one is American. You see that, a nice facade, very improvement out there. So you see that reinvestment back in their properties, and also in Burger King guys out there. They started today, so it's a big face facade improvement on the Burger King side. So again, nice to see that businesses are reinvesting their financial resources back into our community. So hopefully part of all the efforts and improvements that we've seen over the years in the city. So we'll see any report.
Thank you. Moving on to other matters.
I had one request from a citizen in regards to the Iron Belt Trail or the ATV crossing. They cross paths there behind the Colonial. Asked if stop signs could be placed where the ATVs cross the bike trail as they're not stopping. He said he's witnessed multiple times people and ride their bikes and whatnot, and a couple near misses with the ATVs flying through there. And he was wondering if a stop sign could be placed at that particular junction.
I think we have like 4 or 5 ATV crossings on the trail. And it could be, I guess I haven't, something we can look at. There are like 4 or 5 locations where ATVs cross. You will see the control is on the trail side. So as you're on the trail as a biker or walker, there's a caution sign ATV crossing. So it'll really put that responsibility on the non-motorized group to stop, make sure it's clear, and then move through. So you'll see control on everyone else crossing over the warning sign, warning ATV crossing. I look at it, we're trying to stop legs in that trail. Whether that's necessary or not, I don't know.
I don't know if it's necessary. I said I would bring it up. And,
just to comment on that myself, because I go there a lot. It wouldn't be a bad idea on those ATV crossings to have a 4-way stop. It just wouldn't. I mean, or yield on one side and stop on the other, because it is true that if you're walking, you're walking, and if someone's riding, they're riding. So there is something. I'd also like to comment. I'm still just as happy as I could be about the ribbon cutting we did for the street projects, and that was held at Norrie Park. There were 50 people that came there, and 50 people enjoyed a picnic, and Norrie Park, for all of us that grew up here, was a place where hundreds of people gathered, or thousands of people gathered, and between the streets and Norrie Park looking so nice, the parks people that are employed by the city of Ironwood do a wonderful job. So it is just heartwarming for me. And even tonight when we went through this agenda, and there's SAW grants and MDOT grants and DNR grants and MISTA grants, and the city continues to move forward, and you need highly skilled people applying for those, and we've done that over the past years. And then you have You have civic organizations that are kicking in and they're donating money and time for these projects, like on top of Mount Zion, and they're donating money to Norrie Park, and they're donating money to the Depot Park when it was built. And then you have the people in the city of Ironwood that have, through their voting on millage initiatives, this memorial building looks like it does because of the people of Ironwood. And our city streets look like they do because of the people of Ironwood, in combination with all of these grants. So it's really an amazing, amazing history that we have right now. And, you know, I can't help but reflect on that when we had that ribbon cutting at Norrie Park. So people have to understand that someone's salary for working here, all of these grants mean more money, more time, more work, and you will see a lot of communities that don't go after every grant that's out there because they're not capable of it. But we have been capable of it. So you put this all together, and the people voting the millages, and I know, believe me, I know how much, when you pay your tax bill every year, when you authorize that millage vote and you say, yes, we will do a couple of mills for the building, or we will do for the streets, everyone knows exactly what that's going to cost them, and they've still done it. So you put all of these things together, and this city has never looked better, and the people that we employ are the best people you could ever have employed, and the people of Ironwood that vote for the dollars for this, it's quite a partnership. So pretty proud of all of you, and I know at Norrie Park you talked about that, Madam Mayor, and you know, just we can't go from meeting to meeting without acknowledging what's going on here, and I wish to do that. So thank you all.
Thank you, Jim. And I would just like to acknowledge a note that came to our desks from Marie and Jim Kangas from Little Girls Point, saying that they spent quite a bit of time at the Riverside Cemetery, and they would like to send their accolades to the City of Ironwood and our workers for the great job in keeping the cemetery in such beautiful shape. And I echo that sentiment, and our staff does a great job, and our contractors that we work with do a great job, and the city's looking wonderful. Any other matters? Is there a motion to adjourn?
There is.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Well, meeting adjourned. Thank you.